In the scorching heat of a desolate canyon, the world's most powerful weapon is currently in chains. The Incredible Hulk, usually an unstoppable force of nature, has been subdued, dragged from his sanctuary by a platoon of soldiers who look like ants pulling a god. But this is not just a capture, it is an experiment. Transported to a high-tech, underground facility, the Hulk is strapped into a chair designed to hold a monster. The military commander issues a chilling order, to erase the memories of the Green Giant, to turn a living being into a blank slate for war. A scientist, driven by madness and ambition, approaches with a syringe filled with a volatile green serum. As the needle pierces the Hulk's skin, the reaction is instantaneous and terrifying. The serum doesn't suppress him, it ignites him. His eyes glow with a supernatural neon fire, and the muscles that can move mountains begin to swell against their metal restraints. The laboratory becomes a cage too small for the beast. With a roar that shakes the facility's foundations, the Hulk shatters his chains as if they were made of glass. He rampages through the command center, a whirlwind of destruction, before consuming a mysterious purple vial that seems to supercharge his adrenaline even further. Bursting from the underground tunnels, he finds himself in the heart of civilization, New York City. The concrete jungle is immediately thrown into chaos. Cars are tossed like toys, and the pavement cracks under the weight of his fury. The military attempts to intervene, deploying a fleet of attack helicopters. They drop an electrified net, a high-tech web meant to short-circuit the giant's nervous system. But they have underestimated his rage. The Hulk rips through the energy field, leaping into the sky to swat the choppers out of the air, turning the city skyline into a smoky battlefield. But the Hulk is not the only titan in the city today. High above the panic, scaling the reflective glass of a skyscraper, climbs the king. Kong has arrived, claiming the tallest tower as his throne. In a moment of surreal calm amidst the destruction, the great ape sits at the summit, eating a banana, watching the chaos below with the indifference of a god. But the laws of reality seem to bend in this clash of monsters. A giant banana falls from the heavens, crushing a vehicle below, signaling that the time for games is over. Kong leaps from the tower, his massive body plummeting toward the street. He lands with a shockwave that clears the dust, standing tall and beating his chest. The Hulk turns, his green eyes locking onto the dark fur of the primate. The city falls silent for a heartbeat as the two alphas measure one another. The unstoppable force has finally met the immovable object. The collision is earth-shattering. Green fists meet primal strength as they tear through the city blocks, using the architecture of New York as their wrestling ring. The Hulk fights with pure, unadulterated rage, but Kong fights with the experience of a warrior king. The ape utilizes his superior reach and agility, dodging the Hulk's haymakers and countering with bone-crushing blows. Finally, Kong lands a devastating strike that sends the Hulk crashing into the debris, knocking the Green Giant unconscious. The battle is won, but what happens next is not an act of violence, but of grace. The great ape cracks open a coconut, pouring the water into the mouth of his fallen adversary. It is a gesture of respect from one monster to another. As the Hulk coughs and awakens, confused but alive, Kong turns his back. The king wades out into the river, leaving the smoking ruins behind him, having proven that he is the true guardian of this world.